Hi guys, in this class we will discuss about a 3D transform. In the previous class you learned that how you can work with the 2D transform. This is the advanced topic in the CSS 3. So to work with CSS 3 3D transform, one of them is value rotate X, rotate Y. Here you have to provide an angle, X axis, Y axis and Z axis. You have to provide an angle. On the basis of angle, it will rotate y-axis on the x-axis and z-axis. And you can also mention three values in the one. This is actually a shorthand property for these three values. Another is translate x on the axis. If you want to translate a object on or any HTML element, you have to use translate x. You have to mention in the pixel or any other unit you can write. And it is on the y, on the z, and this is a for all. This is a shorthand property of all these. You can mention three values in one value in this parenthesis. If you want to increase size along z axis, you can use this one. You know that you had learned in the 2D transform when you used a scale x. Scale x means its width. When you write here 2, it means you are double its size. Its width will be double. And you mention here, for example, y, its height will be double. So z axis will be double. If you mention here z and here you write a 2, and you have to use a rotate property also with scale z. Another is a scale 3D. You can mention all the values, three value, x-axis, y-axis, z-axis with rotate attribute. Another is a perspective. Perspective property is used to view 3D or 2D view of any object or HTML element. This is a matrix 3D. You can mention all these values to create a view of the object in a different way, 3D or 2D. So these are different properties you can use in the 3D transform. So we go to Notepad, how these work. In the Notepad you can see that this is a CSS 3D transform. Title is here, and I show you. I create a div tag. Inside the div I create another div which have ID box, and its parent div have a ID that is a main value, and inside the box ID div there is a paragraph. I target this main ID that is a parent one. Width, height, left margin 200, background color is brown, and inside the main this is a box. I will apply transform property 3D on this box that is existing in the main div. It have a same size and just different background color. So I show you in the browser. You can see that this file is open, 3D transform. However, this is a background color is a gray. When I remove this one, you will see that a brown background color. You can see that. Now what I have to do, I have to use all the 3D properties to this box that is inside the main. So next what I have to do, I have to rotate this box on the 40°. So I have to write at first x on the x-axis. I am talking about x-axis. When I refresh, you can see that it is rotating, but you can view a box or item element 3D view or in 2D view using perspective. Here you have to use a 30 pixel, any value you can mention here. When I refresh, spelling mistake, perspective. When I refresh, you can see that it is rotating. When I increase its value, for example 200, you will see that some difference. You can see that it is rotating. Now you can view a box of in 3D or 2D view using perspective property. Now I want to rotate this box on the y-axis. When I refresh, you can see that it's rotating on the y-axis, and when I give some value 40 to 50, you can see that it is rotating. During a rotating, when I 70 refresh it, you can see that it is rotating. When I 90 and 100, you will see that here actually it is rotating. So you can increase decrease value. In same way, we can also use a on the z-axis. When I refresh, you can see that it is on the z-axis it is rotating. When I used on the 70 degree, you can see that it is rotating on the z-axis, along the z-axis. There is a shorthand property that is a rotate 3D. You have to use a 3D small letter, and you have to mention, for example, different values, and then add the 70 degree. When I refresh, you can see that it have a 3 values, x-axis value, y-axis and z-axis value with a degree, 70 degree. I can also change here to 100 degree. You will see that some difference. You can also change this value. This is x value, y value and z value. So another is a translate property. For example, translate. You can also translate on the x-axis. For example, on the 100 pixel, it will give a distance on the x-axis. When I give 200 300, for example, when I refresh, you can see that it is translating. I can also use here a y. On the y-axis it will translate. When I use z on the z-axis, it will work. I have to give minor value, for example 10. So now you can see that it is translating towards z-axis. I can provide more values, 50. You can see that. So in this way you can use translate z. So another is a translate for 3D. You can use all the values. For example, this is for x value, y value and z value. You can mention all the values in the 3D. So when I refresh, you can see that it have all the values. You can use to 10 value is showing that this is a for x. When I refresh, you can see that. And when I give more value, it will move on the x-axis. You can see that. On the y-axis, it will move 10 pixel. When I refresh, you can see that it is working properly. So this is about translate. Another is a scale property. You know that how work a scale property. Scale is used to increase size, width and height. So for example, if you mention here a scale x, I want to write here 2, its size will become double, its width will become double, because I mentioned here x means width. Its width become 600. You can see that. So if I mention here y means its height become double, 400. You can also change and you can provide on the z-axis. When I refresh, it did not affect. You can use another property like rotate on the z, provide 30 degree. On the 30 degree it will move, and when I give 3 value to scale z, it should work, but in your browser it will work properly. If did not work, you can ask me. I will provide a solution for this one. Another is a scale 3D, in which you can mention all the values x, y, and z. This is for x, this is for y, and this is for z. When I refresh this one, it should work. I have to remove this one. When I refresh, you can see that it is working right now, and I can also give right now rotate on the z 30°. When I refresh, you can see that it is working properly. When I change values to for all 2, again also it is working. And when I use this value 4 is for z axis, it is not working, but try in your browser, it will work. But it did not work, you can ask me, I will provide a best solution for you. So these are different types of attributes, properties related to transform 3D. So I hope you have clear each and everything. If you have any question or confusion, you can discuss with me. If you have any question, any problem, any confusion, you can discuss with me without any hesitation. Thank you.